Hello, I'm Sean from Booksource, the company that created Booksource Classroom. I'll be your guide through a series of videos to help you better understand Booksource Classroom and its many features. And today we're going to talk about the Reading Level Audit. This is part of LibraryLens, and if you're not familiar with LibraryLens, we have another video that covers an overview of LibraryLens in general, and I would recommend you watch that first. But for now, let's just jump right in. There are a couple different ways to get to the Reading Level Audit. One is if you're on the dashboard. You'll see here under Analyze with LibraryLens, it will have Diversity Audit and then it has Reading Level Audit. Let's go ahead and click on Reading Level Audit. That's going to automatically take us to the Reading Level section of LibraryLens, and it'll take us to the Data and Analytics tab. Now the other way to get here is to click on LibraryLens and then click on Reading Level here on the left, and then you'll get to the Reading Level LibraryLens page. Now this is where, on Issues and Improvements, this is where you can see what you're doing well with, any suggestions, and any issues. You can see I do have an issue here in that only 12% of my titles are on level. I need more titles that are on level for my library. Now if I go to this Data and Analytics tab, this is going to be the report. So this report is going to show a bell curve of how my library stacks up based on different leveling methods. And we record 3 of these in Booksource Classroom. One is Guided Reading Level, one is Lexile, and one is AR. So what you want to see here is you would typically want to see right at about where below level starts. You'd want to see some books here, and then you'd want to see this steadily climb and top out right at on level, and then steadily decline and end right at about the end of the above level range. So we automatically keep track of these ranges for you and show them here on the charts. Now, my library is really not all that well set up because I have so many books that are well out of range for my students. I am a 3rd grade classroom in this library, so you can tell that by having all of these books that are much more primitive than what my students are reading at their grade level, I'm not really helping anybody. Those books are never going to be read, and I can verify that by going to the library page and sorting by popularity. The same thing with out of range. Now I've got all these books over here. I've got 27 of level V and level W. So I need to do some improvements if I'm using Guided Reading Level as my primary leveling system. Now, if I go to Lexile, it looks different. Now, why does it look different? It's because not all books have all leveling systems applied to them. So some books only have Lexile, some only have guided reading, some might only have AR, and some might have all 3 or none at all. And so at Booksource, whenever we verify a book, we do the best job we can of getting all the leveling information for that book, but sometimes they just don't have it. And so that's what's going to cause these to change depending on the leveling system you're using. If I'm using Lexile, you can tell that actually it looks a lot better here. I mean, I still should have a more steady bell curve, but it's okay. Now, AR, this is way off in AR. I'm obviously not doing well if I was using AR in this classroom. I should have a steady bell curve again, but I do not if I was using AR as my primary leveling system. So these charts are going to help you look at your library, decide where your deficits are, where you need to make improvements, and then you can actually use that information to get the right books. Now, there is no achievement or suggestion based on particular reading levels. So if I go to Improvements and Issues and Improvements, you'll notice that it says I need more on-level books, but it doesn't say which level. So if you were going to solve this, you needed books of a particular level, what I would do is, one option is you can click here, and you can find books based on the guided reading level. Okay, so guided reading level in, okay, this one is O. And you can choose books this way. But the easiest way by far, I'm going to give you a little secret here. Scroll down, and we have literacy account managers at Booksource. Booksource, in case you didn't know, our main focus is we sell books to schools and classrooms. We build classroom libraries. That's all we do. These literacy account managers will actually work with you, and they can come up with just about anything you need as far as a list of books goes, and help you along with any purchase you have to make. So if you need a list of books that are of a particular leveling system and you need a certain band of books, like you need to even out that bell curve, these guys can help you do it. You call up and they can definitely get it all set up for you, and it's totally free and totally non-obligational. So I would give them a call. That's going to be the easiest way to improve the reading level breakdown in your library based on the level that you use. So thanks for taking the time to learn about this and LibraryLens and Booksource Classroom in general. And be sure to check out the other videos that we have in this channel.